So I've had my Model 3 for almost a year and a half now, and in the time I've been driving it, something has dawned on me, and that is driving the Model 3 has made me not only a better, but a safer driver. I don't get frustrated anymore in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and overall, I just find driving more enjoyable and less taxing. So in this video, I want to take you through some of the reasons why I think when you drive a Model 3 or any Tesla for that matter, you're going to be a better and safer driver thanks to features like one-pedal driving, autopilot convenience and safety features, and of course the navigation baked into the car's UI. Let's dive in. The first and most obvious change to my driving involves one-pedal driving, which is found on all Teslas and most electric cars for that matter. Now, what do I mean by one-pedal driving? Well, first let's look at the characteristics of an internal combustion engine car. When you let your foot off the brake in a typical internal combustion engine car, the car is going to start creeping forward because that is what it's designed to do. Teslas, on the other hand, are designed to do the complete opposite. In a lot of situations, you don't use the brake pedal because when you need to slow down, you just let your foot off the accelerator pedal, and that will cause the regenerative braking to kick in. Regenerative braking harnesses the kinetic energy of the car's forward motion, and what it does is it harnesses that energy through the electric motors and converts that energy into electricity that is put back into the battery. Now compare that to an internal combustion engine car. When that car is moving forward, how do you slow it down? You slow it down through brake pads, right? Brake pads, the brakes are applied, and what that does is that causes friction, and the kinetic energy of that car is through friction converted into heat. You let your foot off the accelerator pedal in an electric car, and the car starts to slow down using the regenerative braking. It will not continue to propel forward like an internal combustion engine car. The more I drove the car after I got it, the better I got at judging the distance it would take for the car to slow down once I let my foot off the accelerator pedal. Tesla just recently rolled out a new feature to my Model 3 called stopping mode, which will actually bring the Tesla to a complete stop and put the brake hold on until you press the accelerator pedal again. With this feature, it's possible to drive almost 100% with the accelerator pedal like you can in other electric cars. This system seems way safer than an internal combustion engine car, especially in situations like stop-and-go traffic. Now, you may already be aware of how annoying stop-and-go traffic is, but what you may not be as aware of is how taxing the tasks you complete during stop-and-go traffic really are. And if you combine those tasks with the design of the car, where when you take your foot off the brake, it is naturally just going to want to propel forward, that to me seems like a not as great system compared to the Model 3 and all electric cars for that matter. Another feature of the car that has made me a better driver, especially in stop-and-go traffic, is Autopilot, now standard on all Teslas. I used to get so frustrated in stop-and-go traffic. I could feel my blood pressure spike, my anger increase, which, is probably not the ideal situation for when you're operating a motor vehicle. I feel like it's a good rule of thumb that the more emotion you bring to your driving, the greater the chance of making a mistake. With Autopilot, because the car will basically drive itself in stop-and-go traffic, it's like I'm a different person in traffic. I don't have to think about how tedious and annoying it is to drive in stop-and-go traffic. I can just focus on what the car is doing. Autopilot allows you to set the follow distance for the car in front of you, so I also find myself not riding the bumper of other cars at all, thanks to me being less stressed out and with Autopilot taking over the driving of the Model 3. It's like having a second pair of eyes on every driving decision I make, and it can respond faster to a situation than I ever could. On long road trips, it makes highway driving less taxing because you're not constantly having to keep the car between the lines. You can just let the car do its thing and then you just monitor everything that's going on, just like pilots do in planes when they're using autopilot. Another part of the Tesla experience that has lowered my stress levels, especially in rush hour traffic, is the car's built-in navigation. Getting anywhere, especially home or work, is a one-tap gesture on the Tesla, making it the easiest way to enable navigation that I've ever used. Tesla recently rolled out an automatic navigation feature where, based on your location, like if you're at work or home, and the time of day, the car will automatically guess where to navigate to and automatically turn on directions when you get inside the vehicle. It's fast and easy to use and baked into the car's UI, so it's always right there in front of you. All of those factors combined mean that I use Tesla's navigation way more than I ever used Google Maps on my phone in my old Honda Accord. I pretty much use navigation all of the time because it's easy and because of the live traffic data integrated into the maps. So I know Tesla will always put me on the fastest route. It's also great when there's a slowdown on the way home from work. The navigation will likely show that there's a slowdown on my route and will bake the added time of the slowdown into the estimated time to my destination. So when I do hit that traffic, I'm already aware of it and know it won't add any additional time to get to my destination. So the navigation plus autopilot for slowdowns and highway driving all contribute to lowering my stress levels while driving. Now, before we go, I have to talk about the second set of features for Autopilot that contribute to being a safer driver, and those are the Autopilot safety features. They include side collision avoidance, automatic emergency braking, obstacle-aware acceleration, lane departure avoidance, and blind spot monitoring. They don't necessarily make me a better driver, but certainly make me a safer driver. These features, which come standard on all Teslas, are like a second set of eyes on your driving, correcting minor and sometimes major mistakes you can potentially make as a driver, like running off the road accidentally. Now, I haven't actually done that, but there have been one or two times where my car got close enough to going over the line on the next lane over where the car automatically steered me back into the lane thanks to its lane keep assist feature. And I've also experienced the side collision avoidance system when a dump truck suddenly just decided to merge into my lane with me being there, and before I even had time to react, the alarm sounded and the Tesla automatically moved me over into the next lane. It took me a while to realize that all of these features combined with the design of the car made me a better and safer driver, which was an unexpected benefit of buying a Tesla Model 3, but I think it's just another reason why Teslas are such incredible cars. If you're in the market for a Tesla, definitely make sure you use a referral code when you order your car. Referral codes typically get you free supercharging credits. Tesla has been playing around with the number of credits you get when you use a referral code, so definitely click a referral code and you'll be able to see the current offer. You can use our referral code in the description below. Your friends, neighbors, or whomever, just make sure you use a referral code when you order a Tesla. If you don't, you're leaving free supercharging credits on the table. If you'd like to stay up to date on all the latest with the Tesla Model 3, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button below. Well, thanks so much for watching. For 6 months later, I'm Josh Tedder.